Hello, hello, humans. Good to see you all once again. This is your favorite color surfing DJ, Serjay Svek, and we have another episode of the Color Surfer Convos. Today, we're going to talk about how it is being an older VTuber in the community. We have an ongoing gag in the community about hags, and for those not familiar with the term, this term is usually used to refer to female or female presenting VTubers that are at the age of 25 or maybe 30 and above. I do wonder what the male equivalent of that is. But in any case, if you hang around Twitter or Reddit or anywhere, you will see that term being thrown out a lot. There will always be posts of, "I'm not a hag," or, "Yes, we appreciate hags here." I am one of those older VTubers. For context, I'm already in my 30s, and I only just started streaming 4 years ago, and I was a VTuber for 2 years. I was actually encouraged by people to stream because I used to post all of my Splatoon 2 clips from my Switch to places like Facebook and Twitter, but I kept delaying because I didn't have any equipment. I didn't have a good microphone, I didn't have a good computer, I didn't have a capture card. I had so many excuses to not start creating content. And then the pandemic came in 2020, and circumstances like that actually changed my outlook on life and on creation, because I did not know if I would actually survive the pandemic, so I wanted to leave something behind. Something for people to remember me, if ever my turn was next. And I finally realized that, yeah, I've been putting off this content creation dream for way too long. I might as well get started before it's too late. And so I did. I had a ton of free time because I was working at home. I booted up my Switch, I got my cell phone, I recorded, and then I posted the VODs on places like Facebook and YouTube, and then people enjoyed it. Even with all of the scuff, the fact that I recorded my first VODs vertically, you could barely hear me through the mic. Even if you could see my reflection on the Switch whenever the screen went black, people still enjoyed my content, and that made me feel happy. And I kept going. This is a recurring thing throughout my life, because I tend to be very cautious. For example, I only started going to the gym and working out 2 years ago. I only learned how to ride a bike in my 20s, because by that time I finally could afford a cheap old bike from a toy store sale, and it was very awkward to be out there in the parking lot in my place, and people could see me learning how to balance myself and then how to turn. I was so proud of myself for finally taking that chance. And when I started creating content too, I look back at my old videos. I cringe, of course. The quality was terrible. I can't stand listening to my old voice. My jokes did not hit the mark. There will always be scuff. There will always be difficulty. But learning and growing always has its pains. It always has its challenges. Even though I am proud of what I have achieved so far, I do admit I feel some jealousy towards some of the younger content creators that are more successful in my field. I look at what they're able to... I look at their follower counts, at the content they're able to create. I can't help but wonder why I didn't start before. Why was I too cautious? If I started before, could I have reached their level as well? And I think that's unavoidable when you enter a community with creators of all ages. Some people are extremely skilled since they've spent so much more time devoting themselves in honing that skill. I'm only learning this right now, but I hope to become a lot better at it in the future. Who knows? I'll be looking back at these early podcast episodes, and I might probably cringe too. But I have to keep reminding myself that it's okay. You can't keep comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 10. All in all, what I'd like to remind everyone is that you should not be so cautious about everything. That's my issue. You have to learn how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And take this opportunity to bond with people from all walks of life. And be proud that no matter how old you are, You are being true to yourself by choosing to engage in a hobby, to create, to leave something behind that people would enjoy, would be entertained by, would learn from. And I think as content creators, that's all that we could ever ask for people to enjoy our work for a very, very long time. And as an older VTuber, since you have to focus on other responsibilities, such as paying for loans or taking care of a family, I just want to shout you out. Kudos to you. You are doing amazing. It's not an easy job trying to balance all of those things. You should be proud of what you have been able to do, no matter what. Before I end this episode, I just want to leave this Chinese proverb that has stuck with me since I first learned about it in school. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So, my fellow older VTubers, I hope that you will continue planting your trees, and hopefully they'll be able to grow into something amazing in the future. Whatever you have planned, don't be shy to share it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you've got planned for yourself in the future. Maybe I could get some inspiration, and maybe we could all learn from each other. No matter what our age, you never stop learning. It is never too late to start. I believe that the only time it is ever too late is when you're finally dead. So as long as you're still living, as long as you're still breathing, keep on learning, keep on doing, keep on trying. And that's it for today's episode of the Color Surfer Convos. I hope that it brought a little more color to your day. Again, this is your favorite color surfing DJ, Serjay Svek, saying, you take care, always stay safe, keep the world turning. Bye now.